Hello and welcome to Microsoft College online classes. My name is Abdi Afzali. I'll be your teacher for this semester. Our class is CSIT128 Microsoft Excel for Business. We are using a Blackboard as a course management tools. Also, we're using a SimNet as a tool to complete the project and exercises. In order to log into the Blackboard from the main Microsoft College website, you will go on the Classes tab, click on Online Education. You click on a log into Blackboard, again log into Blackboard. You log into the Blackboard using your Surf ID and a password. In my case, I'm using my name. Click on the log on and it will take you to your first page of the Blackboard. In this here, it shows you some general information in here and the courses you have that they're using Blackboard. Here in this case showing two classes I have with the Blackboard. So click on the CSIT 128 class. It will take you to the announcement page of this class. Here I have listed general information about the class. Class is using a Microsoft Excel 2013. If you do not have a 2013 on your computer, you can get access to 2013 using Virtual Lab, or there are student pricing available, which I will provide you information later on. Also, that it explained that we are using a SimNet to complete the exercises for this class. Every week I post some information, general information you need to know regarding the class. Let's talk about this particular one first. At the bottom I have listed the link to the collegebytes.org. If you like to purchase your own, it's nothing required and it's totally optional. The pricing is student pricing at around $40 complete package of Office 2000 Microsoft Office you can purchase for your own, then install on your computer. I have listed data file. There are some data file I will list it in each assignment for each week assignments. The required data file is already embedded inside the SimNet, so you do not need those data file. But the data file I have listed, which we will cover in a few minutes, those are for optional exercises. If you like to do additional exercises, homework, practices for each subject that you're interested in, those has been provided for you to do so. I have explained that how the grading works basically in the SimNet, which we're going to cover in a few minutes. For each project, I give you you have three attempts available to you. You do not have to do all three, but after each attempt you get a certain percentage and will tell you how much you got. If you're satisfied with it, you're done. You can upload that for grading. If you're not, you can continue on, do the second or third time. I will drop the lowest grade from your attempt. So if you have attempted 3 times, I drop the 1 and average the other 2. If you attempt 2 times, I drop the lowest one and give you the highest one. If you do once, that's the grade you're going to get. Also, I have listed in the steps how to complete the assignment, the steps within the SimNet. There will be additional information also in the SimNet. One thing is also, if you choose to do the virtual lab and Excel, you have to make sure to access the SimNet within the virtual lab. Otherwise, you will get an error message that you cannot find the software. The other tab in here, basic information about me. Then we have syllabus. Syllabus basically covers general information about the class, provide you again my email address. Monday through Friday I respond to your email, generally within 24 hours, usually sooner. Talks about the course description, the book information, additional information that is available. Talk about the software again, 2013, also available through virtual lab, attendance policy, talks about the evaluation, how you will be evaluated by completed assignment and exercises. We have a midterm and a final. How the grading it's being calculated for A through whatever. Talks about the withdrawal and so on. And also I have listed in here basically the assignment chart. tells you that for each chapter what pages you have to review. You do the hands-on exercises, then there's assignment and the due date for that. Then we have midterm, final, and you can notice that prior to the midterm or final you have a few days to review the chapters and get ready for the midterm and the final. I have additional information about those which we'll cover shortly. At the bottom, finally, there are some important dates for you to know. So we go back to the Blackboard. Under the assignment tab, you will find the folder for each chapters. You will see the additional chapter will be available as we get close to them. Within each chapter, there are several areas. There is a PowerPoint presentation which I provide for each chapter, goes over the chapter by PowerPoint presentation, give you additional review about the book. I will provide also the instruction for each chapter. Let's look at the first one. Generally talk about, give you an overview of what is that chapter is all about, what is being covered, some pointers and so on regarding that particular subject we are covering in the chapter. Also the instruction again listed in here, how to log into SIMnet and download the files and complete the assignment, upload and save and submit for grading. Again talks about the data file. Then discussion board. Each chapter has two parts in a discussion board. There's a general discussion board, which is the area you can post your questions if you have. There's something is not clear, you need some clarification. I encourage all the students to participate. That's your class participation. Encourage you to respond to your classmates' question. I'm monitoring all the activities and I will post my comments regarding each question as well. The second part of the discussion board is the chapter question. Each week for each chapter I will post a question and you're expected to answer the question that is being posted. And this shows the distribution of the points, how you can earn the total of 35 points for each chapters. Going back to the folder, these are the optional data file. I have told you that this is provided. If again this is optional, and if you want to do any project, any of the additional exercises you like to do for additional practices, these are the files that you need to use. Then you need to log into SIMnet, and I will get to the SIMnet shortly and talk about the discussion board, what's required, what's needed to be done. This is a little different on chapter 1 because you have two additional exercises, mainly that introduction and also talk about your computer system. But generally you have participate in general discussion and also that respond to the chapter questions. Migrate, you go to migrate and it will show you that what you have submitted and shows the grade what grade you have received. When you log into you click on the migrate, you will see that there are some areas that the point as you have the grade you receive is here in bold, and possible 5, you receive 5. In this case for the SIMnet exercise, possible 5, receive 5. Project is possible 20, in this case has been received 20. You might see this one different. What you get on a SIMnet, you get a percentage. I will convert the percentage to actual point. So if you get 100% means you get 20, and if you get 90% it goes 18, so on and so on and so forth. Also when you answer the chapter question, it will be graded in here, possible 5, and this is all listed throughout the semester. There's a midterm tab. Right now basically provide you the information telling you the due date for the midterm is midnight Saturday, October 29. I will provide instruction or post instruction no later than Thursday. Midterm and final are actual hands-on, which I'll provide instruction and data file for you to complete. Make sure to mark your calendar. The same thing as a final. The last part of this is tools and services. When you click on the tools and services, there are a number of the link has been provided. Those are the tools available to you. Some it talks about the general information like CSIT department homepage, information about the club IT, MCC Career Center, tutoring services, student help desk, and so on. Then I have instruction for how to load the virtual lab on a PC or a Mac. They both are basically provided a step-by-step instruction with a picture of what you can see when you install that. Both of them are the same format. Mac the same way. You follow the instruction in here to install the virtual lab on your system. I have provided a link to the SIMnet so you don't have to memorize that. By clicking on the SIMnet, it takes you to the SIMnet login page. You type in your username and a password. If you already have a SIMnet access code from other classes, you can use the same one for this class. If you do not have one, you will select this one. You have a code that comes with your book. You click on that, and then you can basically create the username and a password. Since I already have that, I will log in with my username and a password. Click on the sign in. Logs me into this one. I will go to the student part so it can actually show you what you will see. When you go in there, it will basically comes in and it shows you the one of the classes that you have, and this is one of my old classes. By clicking on this, give you a list of the courses available to you. In this case means that the courses you have registered, added yourself to the class. For my class, you will select this particular one. What it does, it will bring you to the assignment page, and it shows you I have lesson and projects for each chapter. So it's listed, so you need to complete the exercise first before you do the project. This one is 5 points, this one is up to 20 points. You click on the lesson and it will take you, load the lesson, and you click on those, each one of these, and you will complete the lesson. It will shows you, it tracks you what is completed. So if you don't get a check mark in here, it means you have not completed that. You have to make sure you are getting a check mark in here. You're required to have a 70% or more in order to receive your 5 point for the exercise. 70% and more is 5 points. So whether you get 70%, 80%, 90%, or 100% is 5 points. There is no limit how many times you can take that. So you can take it as many times as you like. Even though if you get 70%, you can take it again. If you're not satisfied, you want to do more practices. On a project, you click on a project, there are a few steps. They talk about the best practices and optional downloads. It tells you what's the best way to do this, so on and so forth. If you're new to the SIMnet, that's a good area to look at. But for each week, there are two required parts. You have the instruction and you have a start file. So you click on instruction. Instruction will basically open up the steps that you need to take to complete the project within a SIMnet. You can print this, or if you have a larger screen, you can move it to the side and going to the next step. So in this case, I'm going to here and open up the other one. So you need to see these as steps. It tells you everything you need to do. And then you click on startup file. These steps are already listed also on the instruction as well as the announcement page. So I have opened up both side to side since my screen is larger, but you need to have these instructions available to you before you can actually complete that. Generally, you will see this enable editing needs to be selected, allow you to enter the information. You notice that the step one, for instance, says as soon as you open up, it will change the name, added your name to the name of the file. So when you save this, automatically save that on the name of your file. So you complete all the steps in here in your spreadsheet within SIMnet. When you're done, you click, you will do file, and you save that, which is also steps already listed in here. And you close this. When you complete that, it will submit. When you submit that one, it shows where it's submitted. It's upload my file. You click on upload the file and you select the file, which was the project that you have selected, and it's upload file, and you click on grade my file. You will click on that. It will grade. You will receive your grade of up to 100% of the exercise. If you're happy, you can close, exit, and move on. If you do not like what you get, or you get low grade, you can go back and try for a second or the third time option. Okay, now we're gonna go back to this. So this is overview of all the tools we use for this class. Good luck. You have my email. You can email me if you have any question. You have Blackboard. You can post your question in the Blackboard as well.